Hey guys, it's your boy, Ballface8020, back again with another great commentary. So, in this video, I am having a half gallon of raw goat milk. I'm not going to drink the entire thing in this video, but we will start with a toast. Yeah, to raw milk. It doesn't have to be raw goat milk. I just want to talk about probiotic foods. And like the thing is, we always hear these things like these fad diets, and certainly all the talk about probiotics. There is a fad about that. The thing is, I can tell you from, I don't know what the scientific evidence is, because I mean, I'm sure there's some evidence about it one way or the other, but I tell you that probiotics are legit, real probiotics. Your gut flora really does make a difference. Now, it's not necessarily going to affect everybody the same way, especially if maybe your gut flora is not in bad shape, in which case probiotics aren't going to help you because you're already fine. Or maybe your gut is in bad shape, but your genetics are strong enough that it's able to not affect you as much. But like for somebody like me who, and granted I don't have any scientific data to back this up, but who probably has fucked up gut flora, and it is, affecting, it affects the brain or whatever. For somebody like me, they really helped a lot. I don't know anything about probiotic supplements. I would assume that those probably don't work. I've heard mixed reviews, but getting them in like real food, really helped, like really dramatically helped, especially raw milk. I don't think there's anything magical about raw milk unless you're, other than the fact that it's easier to digest if you're lactose intolerant. It might have some like marginal benefits other than that, but so I don't think you have to have raw milk. I just think that there's two main bacterial strains that are supposedly scientifically shown to have an effect on depression: lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce them, but something like that. And I think raw milk is probably the easiest way to ingest huge amounts of lactobacillus. It doesn't have, I don't think it has any of the bifidobacterium stuff. So that's what I mean. That's what I've been doing. I've been drinking a lot of raw milk. Again, and I'm not telling you to drink it. It's probably hard for you to get it where you are. It's not in where I live. It's not. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, but it could be a lot worse. Like some places you'd have to drive like 2 hours to get it. So, in which case I would say, there's other ways to get lactobacillus. Go get water kefir or something. Although, like I said, that's just harder to drink because water kefir is disgusting, and raw milk tastes okay. It doesn't. I don't think it tastes that great, but I would say once you get used to it, it does taste better than regular milk. But it's not like it's like tastes super great or anything. Yeah, so I mean, I've been drinking that, and it's made a huge impact. I mean, it made enough of an impact that, like I said, my depression and anxiety had been pretty bad, and then switching to it, it was great. I felt so good that I tried to go off my meds, and that was a huge mistake. But the thing is, the other impacts have been there, which has been like the fatigue and the energy issues have been close to completely resolved. And the sleep, I'm sleeping, better than ever. Now, again, that's been done in conjunction with the treatment for the sleep apnea, but those two things together have really helped a lot. And one thing that I've also noticed is that when I go to bed, it's like I'm tired when I go to bed, and I fall asleep, right away, maybe even faster than I used to. But I'm not like I used to be. At the end of the day, I would go to bed like completely exhausted. I would be just like done. And honestly, it was more enjoyable to go to bed then, like when you're just completely exhausted. But now I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm tired. I know I can fall asleep, so I go to bed. But I could stay up if I wanted to. Whereas like previously, it was like I had to go to bed. I was exhausted, and that would often lead to me being a lot more tired when I woke up. And now, I wake up and I feel okay as long as I get my 8 hours in. Um, still having trouble maintaining a sleep schedule, but what are you gonna do? Can't get everything. Um, the So yeah, so I mean that's what I mean I drink raw milk, and then I for a while I was doing this stuff, this raw kimchi stuff. I didn't really like it, so I found this raw miso, and that's that's it's bad. It tastes bad, but it's not horrible, and you can just like spread it on your sandwiches or whatever. And I think the Japanese like make it into soup, so I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to do that so I can ingest more of it. Because remember, there's two bacterias. There's the lactobacillus, and then there's the bidoflurum. So I'm getting a lot of lactobacillus, but not as much of that bido stuff. Um, so yeah, I mean, and then other than that, just try to you know eat some prebiotic stuff like like beans and broccoli. Stuff that like helps the bacteria ferment, I guess, in your gut. And then I've got some prebiotic powder. I don't know how much of a difference that stuff makes, but it's not too hard to add it. So yeah. So no, absolutely, I would say that would be my recommendation to really anybody is good. I would say two things. I would say have a sleep study done. I mean, if you already feel good, don't worry. You don't have to worry about it. But if you don't feel good, or if you feel like you don't have a lot of energy, or whatever, or you have trouble concentrating, I would say two things. I would say have a sleep study done and see if you have sleep apnea, and if you do, try to get it treated. And then the other thing I would say is try adding more probiotic foods to your diet. And you really don't have to do anything else. You don't have to like eat clean or anything. I mean, at least I didn't. You don't have to eat a healthy diet. And the rest, I still eat mostly junk food, and it's fine. The only other thing I'm trying to add is there's this strain called lactose reuteri, and you can't really. There's no foods that have it. There's no foods that naturally have it. It used to be like apparently it exists in like rural tribal populations, but in modern diets have just killed it all in our bodies. And it's like known for basically like skin health, testosterone, clearing up uh just keeping you lean, and it supposedly like eats the bad bacteria in your gut. I don't know. Um the So I, the only way that like I really know how to get it is like you can make your own yogurt. You may, and like add like put in like lactose buteri like capsules in it. But there's no way I could ever make my own yogurt. I can't cook anything, so I would never be able to figure that out. And so I did order some special design supplements of it. I'm not super optimistic that they'll work. I've never responded well to supplements before, but I'll give it a try. And I figure if I'm getting other, bacteria probiotic stuff, maybe with a specially designed supplement, it'll work. We'll see. That would be the other one I would try. But if you're somebody who can figure out how to make yogurt, yeah, absolutely, look it up, give it a try, and see if you're able to get any results from that. Yep. That's all for now. See you in the next.